These are my 3 failures in October as a director of technology and the 3 habits that I learned because of these failures. The first lesson was get to work even if the full picture isn't clear yet, meaning stop overanalyzing, overplanning, and overthinking, which was an issue that I had when I was a manager and one that I needed to eradicate now as a director. And why was that an issue? Just because the thing we were supposed to work on was time sensitive, and I spent time thinking about the plan, gathering thoughts from my team rather than start building stuff. And how did I learn that that was a mistake? That when we actually did do the work and created a feedback loop, in the first 2 feedback loops, we didn't get enough feedback as to whether we are on the right track. But suddenly, in a small amount of time, a lot of people were very interested in what we are creating. And one opportunity followed the other. And I just realized that, luck isn't realized by losers. That's what Alex Ferguson said, the legendary Manchester United's coach. He said, luck comes to those who are winners, who are hard workers. In fact, Malcolm Gladwell says in his book that luck is basically when opportunity and hard work meet. Basically, when an opportunity comes to you, but you have done the hard work to capitalize on that opportunity. Imagine if that opportunity came to you, but you have never done the hard work, so you never realize it, you never take advantage of that opportunity. And I'm extremely glad that I received that feedback and criticism, and I actually got to work, and I'm realizing those opportunities now because I became ready. Otherwise, those opportunities would have flown by without me taking advantage of them. But if I do have an advice as well, you need to understand the kind of culture you are in within your organization. For example, I was reading the book Radical Candor, where the author mentioned that Apple and Google are very different. Apple demand perfection. You don't release a product that is half-baked. Google does not mind iterating while in production, while they release those products for the public. Understand what kind of culture you are dealing with and whether that kind of approach, being biased to action, is one that is demanded of you, or over planning and ensuring that everything is perfect and well thought of is what is being demanded of you. The second lesson was the importance of maintaining and improving my network of people and the people that I know. I was reading a story about this businessman who, through his acquaintances and network, landed a big opportunity for his company just through knowing that person. That made me reflect about my network and the amount of people that I know and how much am I maintaining that or improving it, which honestly, it was minimal. And what was worse is that I was opting not to meet people sometimes because I wanted to work on my tasks. A lot of them were not even that urgent. So meeting those people would not have damaged anything or led to any consequences. And someone like me, who is in a director role, I think it's very important that I also have my own network of people in the market or globally. It just happens that in October, I attended a 4-day conference. So I thought to myself, why don't I practice meeting new people in this conference? Because it's different doing that in a conference versus when there's a business opportunity that I know people are reaching out to me or me reaching out to them in my market. My goal was to meet 2 new people every day, and I'm glad to report that I've exceeded that number by the end of the conference. In fact, by the 4th day, the same people that I've met earlier were coming up to me, looking for me, extending opportunities to me. However, it's very important to note that I don't want my relationships to be transactional. Yes, we are all in a business and we all want to make businesses for our companies, but it's important that it doesn't feel completely transactional. You know what? We just want to have a good conversation, exchange ideas, problems. How would you solve this problem? How would I solve that problem? And who knows, by adding value to each other, something might play out in a few years where we say, oh, you know what? I really had a good exchange with that person. I feel like he is the right person to share this thing with. Hopefully it plays out well for me, my job, and my department. The last thing that I've done was improving how I conduct my one-to-one meetings. The challenge that I was facing was that I felt my direct reports and even those who do not report to me, whenever we have one-to-one meetings, that they had more to say about a topic than what they used to share with me during one-to-one meetings in the office. And as a result, I was not able to give them the right feedback to really help them out. Not only do I want to achieve that, but I also want to build a stronger bond with them, especially my direct reports, so that we can collaborate better, be very honest whenever we need to, and just have a closer relationship overall. I thought to myself, why don't I conduct those one-to-one meetings outside of the office, maybe after work, or even during our lunch hour, over coffee. I'll pick a good restaurant or coffee shop. We can drive there and we can have a fun talk about, random things that we're going through. The idea was that if I change that environment to something more lighthearted and fun, my direct reports will feel it's a normal and fun conversation and will be more willing to, tell me exactly the challenge that they're facing, how they feel about it, and just basically be at ease with what they want to say, and in return also be at ease with whatever they want to ask from me to help them with. So that's about it for October. Those are my 3 challenges and my 3 lessons and how I overcame them. I plan on sharing everything that I learned, or 3 lessons that I learned once a month through a video that I share in this channel, or I upload in this channel.